Aged coffee wood, once considered a byproduct of old coffee farms, is now gaining significant economic value, particularly due to its rising use in the production of natural, eco-friendly dog chews. These chews, known for their durability, safety, and sustainability, have become increasingly popular in international markets, especially in Europe, North America, China, and South Korea, where demand for pet products made from natural materials is growing rapidly. The unique properties of aged coffee wood, its dense fiber structure, resistance to splintering, and absence of harmful resins, make it especially suitable for pet use. Unlike freshly cut wood, aged coffee trees are harvested at the end of their productive cycle, usually between 20 to 25 years of age, during the replanting phase on coffee farms. This makes coffee wood a naturally renewable resource, provided the harvesting is done responsibly and in alignment with farm regeneration cycles. However, because these trees are only available during specific periods, mainly before March each year, the supply is limited and seasonal, causing demand to often outpace availability. This imbalance in supply and demand has driven up the value of aged coffee wood significantly, turning it from a low-value material into a premium commodity within the pet product industry. For CWDC Vietnam, one of the industry's leading players, this shift presents both an opportunity and a responsibility. On one hand, we benefit from high global demand and the potential to position our products in premium markets. On the other, we must ensure that sourcing practices remain ethical and sustainable, particularly when working with ethnic minority farmers in Vietnam's Central Highlands. These communities, who manage thousands of hectares of coffee farms, have traditionally discarded aged coffee trees or used them as firewood. Today, however, they can sell these trees to companies like CWDC Vietnam, creating an additional, and often substantial, stream of income. This newfound value has created strong incentives for farmers to maintain proper replanting cycles, participate in sustainable sourcing programs, and build long-term relationships with processors and exporters. To capture the full economic potential of aged coffee wood, CWDC Vietnam has developed a direct sourcing model, working closely with farmers to ensure that only properly aged trees are harvested and that each transaction is fair and transparent. This approach not only strengthens trust with the local community but also prevents the kinds of over-harvesting and unsustainable practices that can undermine the entire industry. In addition, CWDC Vietnam adds value through processing, drying, shaping, and packaging the wood before it is exported, mostly to international pet product distributors. This vertical integration allows us to maintain high product standards while achieving greater control over pricing and quality. However, the rising value of aged coffee wood also brings challenges. Increased competition in the market has led some traders to hoard or speculate on raw materials, driving up prices. There is also the risk that, if not managed properly, high demand could lead to premature cutting of younger trees, which would disrupt coffee production and reduce future wood supplies. To mitigate this, CWDC Vietnam is promoting responsible harvesting practices, rotational replanting strategies, and farmer education programs aimed at long-term resource stewardship. We also explores ways to reduce waste and improve efficiency, for example, using wood byproducts for biofuel or composting, and investing in more sustainable processing technologies. From a broader perspective, the economic value of aged coffee wood extends well beyond CWDC Vietnam's operations. It contributes to job creation in rural areas, supports economic development in ethnic minority communities, and encourages the growth of a circular economy where agricultural waste is transformed into high-value products. As the coffee wood dog chew industry continues to expand, the material is also finding its way into other sectors, such as handicrafts and interior decor, further increasing its market potential. But to secure this growth, companies must stay committed to sustainable practices, transparency, and partnerships that prioritize both people and the environment. Looking ahead, CWDC Vietnam is exploring ways to expand its supplier network, diversify sourcing regions, and develop new product lines that showcase the unique qualities of coffee wood. There is also an opportunity to pursue certifications that validate sustainable sourcing and ethical labor practices, which would enhance credibility in global markets and open doors to eco-conscious retailers. By continuing to build value not just from the wood itself, but from the relationships and systems that support its harvest, CWDC Vietnam aims to set a benchmark for responsible business in the coffee wood sector. In conclusion, the economic value of aged coffee wood has evolved dramatically over the past few years, driven by rising global demand for natural and sustainable pet products. This shift has opened new income opportunities for coffee farmers, strengthened rural economies, and created new business models centered around ethical sourcing and environmental responsibility. CWDC Vietnam is leading this transformation by aligning business growth with community partnership and ecological sustainability. As long as these efforts continue, the coffee wood industry has a promising future, one where economic gain and environmental care go hand in hand. Please do not hesitate to contact us anytime if you want more information. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. See you next videos. Thanks for watching the video.